Hi, hello, I'm Sugar, and here's my heroic raid testing footage from the PTR today for the Vigilant Steward Zskarn and Rashok the Elder. I have no idea how to say those. Probably butchered them, my bad. Anyway, I have a log for this run that I'll put in the description. We're starting with Zskarn today. You'll notice this room is filled with little traps. The boss will activate these throughout the fight and summon golems to help activate more. When the golems are up, the raid needs to switch to them and DPS them down quickly because they drop a part that you can use to deactivate the traps. Keeping the traps from overwhelming the raid is going to be a priority. Periodically, the boss did a raid-wide knockback called Blast Wave, and at 100 energy cast Tactical Destruction, activating a dragon head that spit fire onto anyone on that half of the room. As the fight went on, more dragon heads were activated, making the safe area smaller. Shrapnel bombs were thrown at random spots in the room that needed to be run over to clear before they exploded on the raid. During testing, immunities worked to clear them, and as a druid, I was able to bear form and pop one and still live. Tanks had to deal with Syrian claws, which seemed to hurt. Healers had unstable embers to heal on random players that were surrounded by a red circle and an arrow above their heads. Overall, this fight was fairly straightforward, mechanic-wise, and I think it's going to be all about keeping up with the traps to maximize the space the raid has to work with. I'll pick up the voiceover at the next boss. Not at the next boss yet, but I'm going to quickly show you how to deactivate the traps in this clip. Click the ad that's dead, you get an extra action button, click the trap, use the button, and the trap disappears. This next boss is Rashok, and it's likely going to be the single target DPS race of the raid. It seemed important to keep an eye on the boss's energy and get him to the middle to drain it before reaching 100 and casting his big bad Ancient Fury on the raid. The volcanic combo this guy does really slaps the tanks, and it's one of those tank 1 takes the flame ability while the other tank takes the earth ability, and never do they take the same one twice in a row situations. Searing Slam targeted a random player with a large orange circle, and then the boss would jump to their location and leave behind a lava pool that shot out lava waves for the rest of the fight. When multiple of these are up, it's a big pain in the ass to dodge. The farther you are away from their initial spawn points, the easier it was. Doomflame put out several small circles that needed to be soaked and left a dot on the soakers, while the Shadow Lava Blast slammed the ground in front of him with a big purple circle and didn't need to be soaked, but did do a good chunk of raid-wide AoE. When in the middle, the boss would pulse AoE damage and put out little swirlies that needed to be dodged. Upon leaving the middle, he'd knock everyone back and be immune to being drained for 90 seconds. And that's all I know for this boss, so here's the rest of the footage. More raid testing happens next Thursday and Friday. Okay, bye!